It's...
Hi, good morning. We are the Wednesday Wildlife Volunteers, and today we are here at Moses Gate Country Park here in Bolton. She's Sam.
And he's John.
And what we are doing today is we're going to be cutting down sycamore and Norwegian maple trees.
This tree is the Norway maple, and it has lovely plumage. This is the tree that we're removing from this woodland area today. We're not tackling these big ones because we've only got bow saws, but we're taking out some of the smaller ones. The reason for removing these trees, the Norway maple is a tree that's been brought into the country. It's not natural to this area, and this means that it doesn't really support the range of wildlife and plants that a lot of the more natural trees do. So poplars, ash that we see all around us, they support a wide variety of different bugs and invertebrates, mosses, lichens. But this tree, because it's not a native of Britain, it doesn't support that sort of wide range. Also, as you can see around on the ground here, there's very little growing. It's a very shading tree. That means that plants don't really get a chance to grow on the ground, and you're not getting also those sort of mid-layer trees like hawthorns and willow and holly coming in because they're being shaded out. So though we are sort of taking these particular trees down, the overall effect will be to bring this woodland more to life. There'll be more growing here, there'll be more living in the woodland, and it'll be more like a natural British woodland. And for instance, you can see on here there's very little in the way of moss or lichen growing on this tree. And so overall I think our efforts are going to benefit the woodland. The other thing we're doing at the moment is building what we call a dead hedge from the chopped down trees. That's like just a big pile of interwoven sticks and branches, which is fantastic for wildlife. It forms a refuge for things like hedgehogs, frogs, all sorts of bugs and invertebrates. So we'll be benefiting the forest and the woodland from that point of view as well.
Right, here, what we have here in my hand is a sycamore tree, often believed to be brought over from Central Europe in about mid 15th century, 16th century, and by the late 17th century was still a relatively scarce tree in the country until it then grabbed a foothold, and where its nickname comes from, the weed comes from, with its tree-like quality, it just kind of grew and grew and grew and took over. And like with its Norwegian maple, with its large leaves, it is often referred to as a shading tree as well. So it takes up all the sunlight and nothing can grow underneath it. And like the Norwegian maple, we're trying to cut down some of these smaller ones to basically open up the woodland so more light can get in, and we can will encourage the growth of more native species, mid-range trees such as hawthorns. And another interesting fact about the sycamore tree is what's called tar spots, which is little black spots on the leaf, which is it's a fungal infection, and it doesn't actually kill the tree, but it just infects it. But what is a good sign of this is that it's a sign of good air quality in the area.
Thanks for watching our video, and she's been John.
And he's been Sam.
No, that was not. No. Finished it. Right yourself, Chris.